And I guarantee you'll feel so much better when you get organized. All that clutter, it's in the way, hindering your life. To help us right now, it's Cassandra Henry. She is a home and office organizing specialist and the owner of Transformed Spaces. Hello, Cassandra Henry. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Thanks for being here. What is it about clutter? I mean, I guess you're just not a fan of it yourself. That's why you created this business?
I oftentimes say that clutter isn't really the culprit. It's the lack of systems that we have in place or don't have that create the clutter. And it really steals our time and it creates a lot of tension and there's so many negatives to having clutter. So that's why I want to help improve that in everybody's lives.
Okay, you just want to, I mean, it's okay to have items, you just need to know where to put them.
Exactly.
Okay, so Transform Spaces, how long has your business been around for?
So I started my business about 2 years ago, but I just recently rebranded in September to make it more of a transformational brand, a lifestyle brand. You want to transform your space and in turn you're transforming your life.
Okay, so where are you able to be found then? I mean, do you have a physical location for Transform Spaces or are your tips online at this point?
Yeah, I do have a Facebook group, Transform Spaces group, as well as my page and my website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's get into some of this, okay? Because I know you brought some you have a lot of tips.
I do.
And we could use some tips just to clean ourselves up, our lives up a bit here. What is it about folding shirts, folding stuff that can obviously save some space?
Yes, absolutely. So this is the one tip that I oftentimes give to people across the board, whether you're a child, an adult, a male, female, this tip will help you in any space of your home.
Okay.
So oftentimes people stack their clothes like this in their drawers and you can't see what you have. Now, of course, you can see right now because I have a clear bin, but most people's drawers aren't clear. So what I do is I stack it so that you can see it from a bird's eye view.
Okay.
And now the way that you fold it is you're actually making the clothes smaller than you usually would. So I can give you a quick tip on that.
Okay.
You can fold the clothes, so if you have a front pattern, you would lay the pattern on your chest, and then you would fold it like this. Oops.
Okay. Hey, don't cover your microphone, though. We need to hear you.
No kidding. And then you would fold it in half, and then you can fold it one more time, and it creates that small piece.
Yeah.
If you were to fold it like any other way, I'm not too sure how people usually fold their clothes, but if you fold it like this and usually lay it down, you just fold it one more time, and then you can stack it in like this.
You make it look easy, though. And I'm also going to say that I don't think anyone's ever folded that shirt before because it looked pretty wrinkly. Is that, no? It looked wrinkly, no? So it hadn't been folded really too much.
Well,
Someone probably just shoved it in the corner and that's why you picked it up and now you're folding it for them.
Well, that's right. And then the same thing goes for your pants as well. Most people would stack it in their drawers maybe like this, but you just fold it in threes instead. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then like
what does it mean to seasonalize your closets?
That's it. So oftentimes people shove their entire year's worth of clothes, jewelry, shoes, bags, all in the closet for the whole year. But oftentimes we forget to go through those things. So what I suggest is separating your clothes and everything else into seasons. So whether it's quarterly or biannually. And then from there, you would put into a container and label it either winter or summer. What I've done here is this one serves actually as a dual purpose. So when the warm weather comes out, I'll put my winter clothes in this basket and I'll label it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm noticing that you're using clear bins. And so is that the way to go? Because it's gotta be much easier because you actually see, without having to take off the lid, what's on top, on the sides. Clear bins? Yes,
so I wouldn't always recommend to have everything in clear bins if it's out in clear sight of everybody, but this is definitely effective for storage. A lot of people oftentimes throw things into a bin, put a label, but they actually don't believe themselves about what the label they put on. So they'll be like, oh, is it true? Like, what's in there? So having a clear bin reinforces that, as well as so if you were to use certain containers, by having this method, you see exactly what you have. I'm never second guessing what order I put these things in. It's like, if I need staples, I know exactly where they are. Clear bins are super effective and I use them in every home that I organize.
Okay. All right, is it, what do you do exactly? I mean, do you consult with people first before you actually start tackling their clutter?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would oftentimes offer an in-home or virtual consultation. So really I just need to know what they have in their space, their goals, and then how we can work together to get to their end goal. Some people it's clutter, some people it's a lack of system, so I can come in and I can strategize exactly how you move in your day to create a system that works perfect for you and your lifestyle.
Okay, have you seen some pretty crazy amounts of clutter?
I have seen everything. Yeah. Now the thing is, I work with people that want to create good in their life, the people that have strong goals and want to have, organized systems.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about having containers in your drawers as well?
Yes. So over on your side over here, I oftentimes put containers in people's drawers so that the word speaks for itself and contains certain items together. So in this one in particular would be a replication of my son's drawer. So it allows him to know exactly where he can find all of his things. His underwear is separate, his socks are separate, and then you can even go into putting certain bathing suits in containers, so it really just keeps things contained. Another good thing about that is that it serves as a measuring tool. If certain things don't fit into that container, it probably just means you have too much.
You probably have too much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to throw some things out. You've probably seen the health benefits as well. You've seen people just come alive after you've helped them clean up.
Yes. So some people say I'm a marriage counselor, some people say I'm a psychologist, so many things. So by incorporating these systems into your life, it's absolutely life transforming. And I love what I do.
You do. I can tell there's a passion for sure. I just throw all my stuff in the corner. Is that bad? A bad guy, right?
At least, so I wouldn't change your bad habit, but I would insert a system so that it doesn't go on the floor.
Perfect. Transformspaces.ca. I need your help, Cassandra. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We've got more Daytime coming up on Rogers TV.